Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Forza Horizon 2 with another rally car build. My vehicle today is the Lancia 037. Now, I've built one of these to S1 class before for a versus the community, and it was incredibly fast. However, it was running race tyres as opposed to the rally tyres that have to be ran in this series. This thing could well challenge the top of the table. I do know that this thing can be very fast. However, I'm not quite sure how the tyres are going to affect it in the change. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a quick car, but who knows what we will get. The rules for the series: the vehicles must be four-wheel drive, so we have to put the Lancia to four-wheel drive. We must have the off-road tyres, we must have the off-road suspension, and the off-road gearbox. Now the suspension, we'll go to the gearbox first to give us some sensible gear ratios for the sort of track that we are running around. Suspension, hopefully, should mean that we can survive the bumps and the jumps. The 037 is a rally car, yes, but it doesn't have the largest of ground clearances, as you can see. Fingers crossed. We're not quite as low as the F40. I think we should be okay. Now the rest of the upgrades are up to me, and we have plenty of PI to play around with in this vehicle. So we're going for racing brakes first of all. We will go for a race weight reduction as well. Really drop the weight down, 2,300 pounds. That's a nice and light car after the 2.5 ton Cadillac, or almost 2.5 ton Cadillac we had out last time. Tyre widths are, we can get some decent ones. 315s on the back of the Lancia. For a car this light, I think they're pretty decent. Again, I would always want bigger and bigger tyres on my cars, but they're decent sized ones. 245s at the front. Tiny front tyres compared to the rear tyres. Well, it should suit me balance-wise. We shouldn't have too much oversteer with this. At least I hope we wouldn't have too much oversteer with the Lancia. Okay, we'll move on to Aero Parts. I believe we can get all sort of the rally parts on this car. Indeed we can. Fantastic. Which ones do we want? I kind of want all of the lights. Yes, we will go with all of the lights. And the protecting bars and so on. We can go for, look at the wing, an impressive wing on the back of it. Now I think we're going to go for the spare wheel on the roof. The Escort did well with the spare wheel on the roof, so that's what we're going to be going for. What do we got in the way of rear bumpers? Oh, we can have, in fact, I don't know, that one. This one here is technically light. I guess, yeah, that should make sense. This one here hasn't got any of the protective stuff around there, so we'll go with this. I'm liking the rally parts for the Lancia. Mud flaps, of course, the most important bits. We will have mud flaps and bonnet. We can have slightly different arrangements of bits. They're both the same weight. Damn it. Sure, we'll go with. I prefer this one. There we go. Now it looks like a proper rally car. Okay, I've had my fun with the rally parts. On to more sensible stuff. What engines can we actually... I'm not going to change the engine. I'm just curious as to what engines we can get in it. Turbo Rally, no, most definitely would never go near that thing. Or the Ferrari 458 Italia's engine, I believe. No, we're keeping the standard engine. What could we could go for a turbo. I think we might as well just keep with the supercharger, to be honest. By the looks of it, we're going to... We'll probably have to put most of these parts on to get it into S1 class. A little concern now. Small concern. It should be enough to get it to S1, I would expect. Yeah, surely we're going to get enough power out of this. Judging by the weight, we're probably not going to have much more than 450 horsepower. We may not even get up to 400. What have we got? I've got a supercharger, I guess, to put in. Will we get it up to... There we go. Yeah, we'll probably get it up to around the 400 horsepower mark. This is not going to be a particularly powerful vehicle here. There you go, 412. And actually not got very much torque either. Did I ever put valves in? I don't think I have. Yeah, it's not the most torquey of vehicles, not the most power, but it is very light, which is certainly useful. And I'm thinking I might not put the intercooler on just to keep the weight down. I think that seemed to be serving me quite well for the last few builds. I'm going to keep up with that. I definitely did put the gearbox in, didn't I? Yes, I did. Driveline, that'll chuck out some more weight. I'm thinking clutch will chuck out some more weight as well, and we will go for a differential. And that gives me one more PI, which will hopefully work if I put on the flywheel. Fingers crossed. And please don't add to... Ooh. We get a sport flywheel. Sometimes flywheels, yeah, sometimes they don't add on PI, sometimes they add on like 3 on their own. Yeah, that suits me quite nicely. Okay, well, one of the lower horsepower cars here. 430 horsepower, 312 torque is not a huge amount for the sort of cars that have been raced around here. It is light, yes, but we've seen higher power to weight ratios. But I know the Lancias can be fast if it's fitted with race tyres in S1 class. The off-road tyres in this build, I'm not sure. I'm still expecting this to be pretty quick. Still thinking the Lancia could go fast. It's all going to come down to how well it handles. Right, we shall get out of here and we'll go to our normal test track, the Forest Brawl Circuit, where I have got 5 laps to go as fast as possible. The current leader is the Ferrari F40. It sits with a time of 59.2, and that is the Lancia's target. I would certainly like and kind of expect this car to be up in the top 10. To get into the top 10, you have got to go pretty much under a minute at a lap time around here, and that is no easy feat for these vehicles. Right, Lancia, please be nice to drive, and please don't try and kill me too much. With this nice light car, I'm expecting we should get some decent straight line speed, some decent acceleration out of it. How do we deal with the turns? It's good through the first corner. How can we be through here? We get a little tiny bit oversteery, but it's so nice driving this from the huge beast that was the Cadillac going to a little lightweight Lancia. Much nicer through these turns. Can we nail it through here? Indeed we can. 100 miles an hour through that particular corner as we run up towards the second to last turn. How fast can we be through here? Pretty quick. I clicked the banking on the inside. It didn't throw the car about massively, but it did slow it down. And now use the acceleration, not towards the tree though. A little twitch on the okay. I'll have to be aware of that one. You don't want to get a little twitch when you go to put the power down. Flies lovely. That flies really nicely through the air, really controlled up across the line. We are going quickly down towards the first corner, 136 miles an hour, so decent straight line speed from the Lancia. The brakes are fantastic. This is really getting stopped very, very well. So nearly flat out down there. May well be flat out there by the end of the laps. So had a little safety lift through there. Little bit of oversteer on its way through that corner. Now keep it pinned. Oh, no, there goes the oversteer again. Woo! Okay, that's an interesting line across the jump. It did kind of work, which surprises me, but there we go. Up towards the second to last corner now. Be brave, carry the speed. Dear God, there's a lot of speed through there for the Lancia. Make sure we get it slowed down, around a little bit wide on the exit. This is not bad for a first flying lap from this car. It is a tad oversteery perhaps for my tastes, but yeah, even after these first 2 laps, it's quick. 59.8 from the Lancia. It's going quickly. I think I may have changed down 1 too many. Could we challenge the F40? That is the question. Dare I be brave? See if you can almost. It's so close to being flat out through there. The back end just wants to wiggle around though. If you do, I think I'm neater through there this time out. Much neater. How we've got a fair at the bottom of the course. It does bounce up a little bit, but it's not too bad. We may hit the invisible wall there. Indeed we do. I'm not sure we actually lost that much time though from clobbering the invisible wall. Avoid the bumps. Carry as much speed as you dare through there. It is so nice through that second to last corner. And try and get the power down. Got a big slide on the way out of the final turn. Yeah, it's just can't get the speed out of the final turn. It's those rear tyres on the F40. Those huge rear tyres that gave it the traction, gave it the acceleration. It's quicker again, 59.5. Come on, Lancia, we can do it, hopefully. Oh, I'm trying using as much of the speed as I dare. Can I get any more out of it down here? Or it is millimetres away from the wall. I was eventually going to hit that tree. I'd done so well at getting close to that tree. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Damn it would be with the Lancia. It is a really very, very good car. The problem is that the Ferrari has 375s on the rear, and this doesn't. It's just a couple of places. Whoa, we're going to have a big oversteer moment. A couple of the slower speed corners. It's fantastic up here when I get it right. All thrown with that big sideways moment. It's just not quite got the tyres right. Out onto the back straight, whatever straight, onto our final lap with the 037. Can I get it quicker? It flies lovely. All of the laps so far, it has flown really, really well across that jump. Okay, Lancia, how are we doing straight line speed? 138 miles an hour. Brakes are fantastic. That really gets it stopped so well from them speeds. Oh, actually got a little bit of understeer on the way into that corner there. We're avoiding the trees this time out. Didn't do anything silly, and now we've got a little bit oversteer through the next corner. Still pretty fast though through here. Bounce on the landing. That's going to have cost us. I'm not sure we're going to go quicker. This is not a particularly. I'm not particularly satisfied with that first section, but we are again so fast through here. Lancia is so neat and tidy through that section. It's now booted. No, stop sliding. Stop sliding. Get the power down quicker. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. It's not going to go quicker than the Ferrari. It's that final corner. That final corner is really costing the Lancia. It is going to be a quick lap, though. How fast is it going to be? 59.448. That puts the Lancia into fourth place. Sorry, it just beats the Dodge Viper. It's a quick car, this Lancia. It becomes the fastest proper rally car on our leaderboard. It's the final corner. That's where it's losing the time in that final turn. You just see it sliding as soon as I try to get on the power. Second to last corner is phenomenal in this car. There's so much speed through there. It's the Lancia goes into fourth place. As I expected, as I'd hoped, I should say, a really rather good car. Just got to watch it. It's just not quite the quartering grip. Good straight line speed, good acceleration, fantastic brakes, but it's the mighty size of the tyres on the F40 and the Countach. The Cayman did bloody well. I'm impressed. This is much nicer to drive, much easier to drive than the Cayman, but the Cayman is ever so slightly quicker than the Lancia. Still, a 59.4 is certainly a very impressive lap time for this car. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.